Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davenport. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Patterson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Ritter's pass complete to Pitts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you proved it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
He'll try again, and this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Vikings, nothing. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brady Jarrett on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Falcons.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, right.
Back to throw here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bryan Edwards. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Falcons 21. Vikings nothing. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Patterson running between the tackles. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down by 20 this year. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play action. Davenport. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Throw left side. There's London. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimum gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Falcons! Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the air. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Coach is always hard finding the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And have that what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 114 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Davenport rolling to his left. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Davenport. He'll dump this off to Cook. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Back to the ground, Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off play action. Davenport. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Davenport. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 4th down, Davenport. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Okay, now. Okay, stop you.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And some room to roam now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 3 quarters in the books.
Let's go.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davenport. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on second down. Davenport. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Davenport completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he is going to lose yardage here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off play action, Davenport. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Anthony Barr running down. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, set.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Come on, set.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Davenport. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Davenport. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
2nd and long. This pass is caught by London. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball, and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings.